more time for Steve Big Man, everybody. Come on, man. Woo! All right, rolling right along. Up next, we got a newcomer to the scene. Please make some noise. Rob Knox, everyone. Woo! All right, he's making his way slowly. There he is.
Andreas. Give it up for Andreas. White people can't say his name. Don't start my time, I'm not ready.
I got you.
How you doing? My name is Rob Knoxus, if you didn't already hear. I'm very new to comedy. And I know you gotta kind of, make your jokes about the audience, like make sure you know what they like. So just by a quick show of hands, who here likes to put peanut butter on their balls and let the dog lick it off? Where you at? There's one. Thank you, sir. And there's one. I would never do that and admit it. I was just kidding, but I like to gauge my audience. So I got this one friend. His wife said I'm vulgar, and she didn't want him hanging out with me. And I was like, that's kind of messed up, dude. Like, yeah, I'm obnoxious. I say a dirty joke every now and then, but I'm not vulgar. I just think that fucking cunt is too sensitive. Maybe I do cuss too much, I don't know. Like, my same friend asked me, hey, you want to go out and have a beer with me and my old lady? And I'm like, no. And my autocorrect, said, you mean fuck no? But I learned to cuss from my grandfather. It's not my fault. My grandfather cussed a lot. He was a sailor. And I was like, grandfather, language. He's like, I can't help it. I got Tourette's syndrome. I'm like, how many times do I have to tell you, you don't have Tourette's, you have Alzheimer's disease? How the fuck am I supposed to remember that? So I'm new to comedy, and I'll run my jokes past people I meet, like to see if they're funny enough to get up here on stage, and I told a Catholic priest one of my jokes, and he laughed so fucking hard that the altar boy's cum shot right out of his fucking nose. Unbelievable. I didn't make this up about priests, so don't look at me like I'm some sort of monster. Last time I went to one of those confessionals, there was a glory hole in the booth. Yeah. And I was like, forgive me, Father, for I am not putting this in my ass. But I finished him off because I felt bad for him. Think about it. He is not allowed to fuck women. And masturbating is a sin. His only hope in fucking life is to fucking be the Pope one day. Just hold out long enough. And have you seen that old bastard who can barely move? It's not because he's old. He's dragging around 30 fucking pound balls, blue fucking balls everywhere he goes. He can't even fucking find a pair of pants that'll fit him, which is why he's always wearing that fucking robe when you see him. Yeah, alright. Well, I don't have a thing against Catholic priests. I actually saw a position for an altar boy online once, and I applied for it thinking it was a job, but apparently it was a wrestling position because the priest kept trying to pin me down. Okay, I'm done with the priest. If there's a priest in here tonight and I offended you, I want to apologize. I don't know why a priest would be in a place like this though, right? It's 21 and over. So a little about me. I'm half Jewish and I'm half German. I'm not like 100% half. Mostly on my father's side. Yeah, I'm a little mixed. I'm mixed, but it's tough growing up with a Jewish father because Jews are known to be cheap. And I said, hey, like Dad, I need $20. He's like, $10. What do you need $5 for? But I'm a bit of an entrepreneur. I'm always looking for new things to do. And I'm working on a book about pitching pennies. I call it Genomics. I came up with a rideshare app. Have you heard of these rideshare apps? They cost too much though. I got one that costs half the price. I call it Juber. Juber? No? Alright. So my mom is the German. She was the authoritarian in the family. She'd be like, son, you need to go outside and mow the lawn. The grass is this high. But it was tough, I'm telling you, tough growing up, half German, half Jewish. I finally contemplated committing suicide. But have you seen the fucking price of gas? Now we got this gender-neutral society. I don't know what to think about it. I don't know like where the line is, like what's gay and what's not gay. You know, like if you cup a man's balls, that seems pretty gay unless you ask him to cough. But I once gave a guy a hand job for playoff tickets. Is that gay? I don't think so. It wasn't sexual. It was my dad. It felt more like I was shaking hands with my creator. So people assume that I didn't struggle in life. But, you know, my dad didn't really pay much attention to me growing up. Like one day I remember asking, hey dad, how old am I? He's like, I don't know, son, like 12. So I go next door to the next room and my grandma's in there. I'm like, hey grandma, how old am I? She's like, well, zip down your pants. So I do. She's in there, you know. Like, well, how old am I, grandma? And she goes, you're about 12. Well, that's fucking amazing. How can you tell? She goes, I heard your dad tell you. But I didn't have it near as bad as my buddy Skeeter. I was in Tennessee for a stint. Had a buddy Skeeter. Redneck, backwoods fucking family, you know. Where I'm having dinner at his house and Skeeter goes into the kitchen for seconds. And right in front of me, his dad's like, Ma, it's time to teach our boy Skeeter how to fuck. She goes, okay, Paul. She goes, now, Ma, you go in there in the bedroom and you drop your drawers and you bend over the bed and I'll go get Skeeter. She goes, okay, Paul. And she goes in the bedroom. He goes in the kitchen. Skeeter, come out here. Time to teach you how to fuck. And they walk to the door of the bedroom, and of course I'm following behind, like, what's going on here? Skeeter, my boy, time to teach you how to fuck. Skeeter's like, fucking? What's fucking, Paul? He goes, you see that there hole on Ma? Watch me tear it up. And he runs in there and starts fucking on Skeeter's mom. And Skeeter's little sister comes in. She's like, hi, Skeeter, what's Mom and Pa doing? And he goes, why, there's a fucking. She's like, fucking? What's fucking? He goes, you see that hole on Pa? Watch me tear it up. Started fucking on my mom. Yeah, at our time, man. Shit, I got the 1 minute light already. I struggle with job interviews. They say, hey, when you go out for a job interview, I just sucked at them. So the guy's like, hey, what's your worst quality? And you're supposed to take your worst quality and kind of a good one and kind of turn it. So I said, honesty. He said, honesty? I don't think that's a bad quality. And I said, I don't give a fuck what you think. And then finally, I get this one job interview. I got hired during the job and fired before it was over. He says, I had this bad case of cauliflower ear. It is scarring in your itch. It's from repetitive pounding, like boxers get it, scarring. He goes, hey, you're perfect for this job. Just out of curiosity, how'd you get that scarring in your ear? I said, Mike Tyson. He said, you boxed Mike Tyson? I said, are you out of your fucking mind? I was in prison, and he kept trying to put his dick in my mouth, and I was like, stop! Stop, Mike, stop! Stop, Mike! I did not get that job. I have more jokes, but my time is over. I'm Rob Noxious. Thank you so much for your time. Woo!
That was awkward.
There's something there.
That's the second time it's happened.